David and Elaine Pierce here? Oh, come read your poem. No, they're here.
Dave's right here.
Okay, well, hold on.
Okay, brace yourselves.
It's
long.
long.
Uh-oh.
Four pages. Take it away, Dave.
Kinfolk, a hearty hi to Jim, Jeanette, Nathan, Kyle, and Nicolette. Summer greetings to Browers, Sue, Larry, Mary, and Jim Segru, Candy and Pete, Judy and Zach, and the Reverend Jeff and Clerical Black. And pause a sec to remember, pray, Dorothy and Brian half a world away. Set off a sparkler for the Carroll clan. Nancy, Robin, Emily, and Dan, Elizabeth, Patrick, Brother Tim, and little Daniel, don't forget him. Recite a poem for the Chamberlain kin. Gordon, Betty, Carol, and Lynn, and drive that ball down the Hinsdale course for our former treasurer, Eleanor Morse. Salute the Darcys, Tim and Sue, plus Kathy Hull, Paul Cephalou, Jonathan Morgan, and Mr. Andrew. Flip a howdy as well to Tony Dick, and Gail, and Todd, and Kelly. Quick. Then shout a hearty Pierce hooray for Jim, Kate, Mike, and Julie LeMay. For Michelle and Kevin, shout one more, and also for actor Ryan Moore. And blow a kiss to Colette, Monique, and Arnie too, they're each unique. Now, put some coffee on the burl for Arena, Michael, and Roger Earl.
Yeah, Roger!
And stand aside for that Myrink clan, extending this one to a woman and a man. There's George and Harriet, Corey, Claudine, Arthur, Aaron, Sarah, Christine, plus Betty and Peter, David and Penny, Ryan and Charles, and sweet Stephanie, Thomas and Valerie, also, what's Heather's first name? I still don't have it right. Pamela and Dookie, all together. Sip a drink with Jesse if it turns out hot, and with Tom, Becky, Dart, and Dad. From sunny Provence comes the traveling clan of Tony and Peg, Bjorn and Ann, Monica, Nicholas, Handsome Mike, Vanya, Christina, and that Jonathan Tyke. With Eric and Sally, God bless her Anna, and charming Natalie, top banana. Whack that volleyball up and back for maternal-looking Amy and Dr. Jack. And save some buttery corn on cob for that funsome couple, Rita and Bob. Say hi to Megan, Carl, and Tracy. If you miss Daniel, you'll be crazy. Toot your train whistle for David L. And for Dr. David Pierce as well. And put your best Pierce t-shirt on for Deb and Ken and Chubby John. There's Doug and Debbie from the land of ski, and pretty Bonnie and cute Kelsey. Raise a cheer for Sam and Joan. Is it true he's often home alone? Check that Northwest crowd. They're set since Jim and Scylla got their brats. And tip your hat to Graham, Diane, Eric, Robin, and Rianne. Hug Wad, the bard of these old hills, and Carolyn, full of rotary skills. Praise Nicole for reunions with no hassle, and Doug, athlete and squire of Windsor Castle. Take a snapshot of that Kodak duo, George and Missy, and Molly too. Say hi to Jody and her Blade Runner crew, David, Josie, Mark, and Kirsten too. Our best to Jay, artist and mother, Mayling, Tim, and Peter, his brother. To Cap and Kate, the adventuresome couple, and Richard and Laurie, ace skiers so supple. Send greetings down south to Jim and Adele, and north to Aunt Gertrude, she's doing right well. Remember the keepers, Gretchen and Ray, Ruth, Esther, Sam, Ben, and Fremont, CA. Steve Pierce, bet you thought perhaps we'd forget you. No chance, no one would who's ever met you. So love to you, Jamie, Thomas, and Tricia, and to all of our kinfolk, it's the best that we wish you. P.S. Belated greetings, now don't get crabby, to Bob and Nancy, Ben, Josh, and Abby.
All right, would Doug Pierce come up and read his?
You want me to hold it?
No, it's okay. When the family returns to Ashmere's shore, there's joy and love and much, much more. Each year we meet someone who's new baby, cousin, or nephew. They come from there, they come from here, from Utah to New Hampshire. From the Bay State here to Washington, from New York City to Worthington, from Maine, Vermont, California, from Rhode Island and Pennsylvania, Florida, Michigan and Virginia, Carolina and even Kenya. That's enough about geography. That's enough about geography. Who's Mark, Jack, Jeffrey? And who's Rihanna? And what's his name? My memory's gone. Oh, what a shame. But we'll recall and renew old friends, find love and joy, hope never ends. P.S. Oh, why did I forget Ohio? Thanks, Scott, wherever you are. Last two lines.
Would Katie, Lammy, or Colette Moore come up and read this? Go ahead, Kate. You can read it, or Colette. Yeah, both two. Go together. Stand up there with her. We want to see everyone involved.
Colette, did you read half or she reads half?
When the family returns to Ashmore Shore, there's love and joy much like canoe rides, camping out, roasting marshmallows, fireworks, wishing boats, swimming, playing, and playing with others. Seeing your relatives and having lots and lots of fun.
All right.
This one doesn't have a name on it.
Should have thought of that.
Can't really see it. Try it again. They can't really see the hand. It's stairs. Okay. When the family returns to Ashmere Shore, there's love and joy and much, much more. Hugs and kisses and hoop-de-doo, volleyball, swimming, and visiting too. We've had theater and plays by the next generation, and let's not forget all that food mastication.
For Jim, Sil, and Brett, the trip proved quite a chore. With all of Brett's stuff, they could ne'er close the plain door. But get here they did to share in their joy of their wonderful, precious Alaskan baby boy. Grandma Diane, her yearnings fulfilled. Her cup runneth over, and her joy can't be stilled. We've come here to visit from far and from near to share in the lives of families so dear.
Would Waddy come up?
Waddy.
Yeah. I don't think he heard you.
Who?
Waddy?
Waddy,
There.
you're
Okay, here.
home.
You don't need the cane, Waddy?
What did I do?
Okay, this is just a little add-on to Dave's part. When the family returns to Ashmere Shore, there's joy and love and much, much more. There's water fun and volleyball bat, and the best things of all, just sitting and chatting.
Emily, Robin? I don't know. He's not here. Why don't you read it? I can't read. I can't read. Emily Robin asked me to read this for her. She would have liked to be here herself, but she's not. This is on some of Uncle Sam's lines. Come to see kin and to play in the sun, share memories and love, and in general have fun. It sounds really great, and I know from the past ingathering can really be a blast. If some of us don't get our butts over there, it isn't because we don't want to share. No matter how far the miles that... Whoopsie.
That doesn't rhyme.
No matter how far the miles keep us apart, knowing you're all gathering there truly warms my heart.
The Picard clan. One wants to read it.
It's kind of a combined clan effort, but I'll be the spokesperson. Did you hear our papa snore? What? You heard it even next door? Michael and Jonathan with rod and hook. Another fish caught. Quick, come and look. Two little girls, always hand in hand, high on a swing and down in the sand. Who is that boy at loose and climbing in car? Nicholas, my kin's child. Oh, there you are. Fifth cousin, thrice removed. What? Your name is Darcy? I'm a Morse. I'm a Hall. I'm a Cephalou. There are Oslin, Ruquois. No, I'm Myrink. I'm a Stoll, a Kiefer, a Dick. I'm a Morse. I'm a Hall. I'm a Cephalou. There are Oslins, Ruquois, Picards. They're yours. There's Rimshaws and Browns, maybe even a Pierce. Did you hear of those Browers? They're really a sneak. While writing this poem, they took a good peek.
Right, we were desperate.
I think they were pierced when it all began, but gathering in, they became quite a clan.
That's it, so whatever.
We have another poem here.
You?
Okay, come up and read it from the list. Steal it? Yeah, let's steal it. That's fine.
Oh, this is the one you stole.
I think it'll be obvious that we didn't steal it.
I've never heard these lines before. When the family returns to Lake Ashmere Shore, there's
Love and joy and much, much more.
From Seattle we've come, Minnesota, LA, from the North Shore of Boston to be here today.
Yes. Let all the games begin, especially some great volleyball. We'll play them all day until the last supper call.
We'll eat and drink and talk of Pierce lore. Most of the stories end in a roar.
The campus rustic, not a sight, there's a mall. It sure is great having a family like y'all.
We're practicing for North Carolina.
As the weather does brighten, our spirits will soar. Good times are aplenty, making marshmallow s'mores.
All right.
If we all prayed real hard, maybe time it would stall. For the weekend's too short. We should last it till fall.
I think we should have a big hand for Monique and Nicolette who organized the Poetry Slam. Good job, girls. Very good.
We are almost through, but a musical tune before we can go. And also thanks for our sweet tooth, well satisfied. The great big cake is from Harriet. So we will end Molly McGuire on the flute and Colette in our lovely music.
Oh, God.
I'm going to play a song called The Barrack that I'm sure everybody's heard it before.
Joyce.
I want to say I love everybody in the Pierce family.
Very good, Mother.
So nice job, folks. What a great reunion. We have a bonfire and wishing bolts
Now or when?
At dusk,
at
you're not
dusk.
gonna have a game? I don't know.
No games. Anybody has anything else to say?
Candy doesn't have a game?
About 8:30.
She did? Are you sure?
About 8:30, so another half hour, 25 minutes.
Thanks, Sarah. Thank you,
All
Harry.
right.
Hi, you guys. Hey, you want to introduce the tape?
Introduce the tape.
Yeah, like tell them where we are.
We are in the kitchen, and it's 1996. In the kitchen. It's June 22nd, and there's music in the background. We're having an early jam session with Roger Earl, Dave Pierce, Mike Kolodny, Jim Rimshaw, and Priscilla Pierce.
All right, let's go. Check them out.
Heavens and
Hi, Roger.
Have you been to all those places?
You've been to all those places, Raj?
You better believe it, boy. Sometimes I didn't have any trouble finding the men's room the way I would today if I went to the place.
Hey, Roger.
Very good. Yeah, I'm that place good.
You just hey, he plays better than good.
That's very good, though.
Very good.
Want to do it like medium?
Yeah, medium tempo. Let's hit a tempo and all agree on it. What do you think? Just for the fun of it.
Yeah, I like that. Jim's got a good set part.
Yeah.
The bridge. Just let me play the melody on the bridge because it skips around to a lot of different keys.
Makes you want to learn an instrument, Ryan, doesn't it?
Have been one night.
As you know, we have a board in there.
We're gonna go find your mom because she's all worried about you.
So I want to start off by saying that Michelle, who has been on the board for 12 years, that's 4 consecutive terms,
You want him?
is working really hard to earn a set of mugs. What you see Shore, and so she is now stepping down from the board, but no less involved. So she is in our reunion committee, which consists of Nicole and Michelle. And is there others in the reunion committee? How about Doug? Oh, Doug is definitely, Doug is right there. So Michelle will not be on the board anymore, but she's still right with us. So. 12 years. 12 years. Someone else who has put a lot of time into the board is Julie. She's done 9 consecutive years, 3 terms. And she's going to stay on for another term, and she's been our treasurer. And as I mentioned, have a reunion committee of which Nicole and Michelle and Doug, and I know there are others on it even though I don't have their names. And so they, in large part, are responsible for making the logistical arrangements, opening up the camp, closing the camp, making the logistical arrangements, and making the logistical arrangements, and keeping the communication between ourselves and the church open and the camp open so that we can be here. And so without them, and as I'm sure you've all noticed, the surroundings are sprucing themselves up. And the camp is becoming increasingly and ever more so organized. And hence, we have new rules which have been issued. Actually, I think they're old rules, but they're just asking us now to adhere to them. And they're just cleaning the place up. And so again, we just need to be ever so mindful of what the camp is asking us so that we can continue to have a good relationship with them and continue to use these locations. In line with that, it's important that we all do, just become familiar with the rules which are on the backboard and sign our names. We've all been to these meetings before, because every time there's a pause, it's really it keeps me track. So I just want to take a moment right now to have our current board members stand up and be recognized. So I'm already standing up. And Jeanette, and David, and Leslie. Monique and Nikki are our junior members. And we have elected a new member, Laura.
Hey, Laura.
So Laura is taking Michelle's place.
She's taking your place.
Yes, of course. Amy was already standing.
Oh, sorry.
So, Julie, can you just quick
Treasury report, we have $605 in the treasury, and if you haven't paid your dues, I would be happy to take them. The treasury, I say we're in a good shape. We usually lose a little money on the reunion, so we shouldn't be too rich. That's about where we should be. Thank you.
Laura, we forgot to tell you, the first thing we do is embarrass you.
And we don't just do it once. Actually, it's great to have you back because now you're in New Hampshire as opposed to North Carolina, so you can make all of our meetings. It's great. So I just have a couple of quick, brief announcements. I used the word brief already, but I'll go through. If you notice in the backboard, we've gotten a letter from. We got a letter from Pope and from Jeff. And also, did we get any other letters or anything? card that's being circulated for Eleanor just as our also, I'd like to this year we are donating the volleyball match to
Oh yeah.
We still have lots of shirts and mugs and bags in the back. Pins also in the back, which are free. All pins are free throughout the day. And I heard some very interesting news about our mugs. They don't go in the dishwasher and survive, and they don't go into the microwave without making lots of sparks. And I thought, well, if we follow a rule of thumb, don't put your hand in the dishwasher or the microwave, just do the same with the cup. I don't have a microwave or a dishwasher, so I didn't know this. Also, I just want to take a note to acknowledge and remember the folks who for many, many years have been coming, and this year were not able for various reasons to join us this year. And at the top of the list are George and Harriet, and then also Eleanor, who just had the surgery, the Carols, and Carolyn, who's in Calgary, and of course, Wadi. Greatly missed. But in honor of Wadi, for the first time we had the Wadi first annual Golf Open. And in attendance out on the golf course were Sam Pierce and David Ruqua, Eric Pierce, Larry Brower, Jack, and Annie.
I'd like to say it was Jack's idea to have the Wadi Open. I think he deserves a hand.
That the forces played by Wadi's relaxed golf rules.
Also, just to note that there's some folks here who haven't been here in a while, and it's great to have you back, like Brianna and Eric Pierce. Larry and Mary and their great gigs. Jamie. And also Laura and Mike, who've come back from us. So now, here's a moment when we get to honor one another, being who we are, and being here at the right moment. In the last year, we've had 4 new members join our family, at least on the younger side. We've had new members join the family too, through other ways. But first I wanted to acknowledge that Jacob joined David in his mom, Josie.
Well in the VCR.
Also, in the past year, Olivia has joined us. And also Alice has joined us. Is for Alice?
Prizes for
And Jeff and Judy also had a new baby, but they're not with us this week. Yes. And I forget the name of the baby. So that makes for 4 young members joining our family. Also, we have several newlyweds who brought family members to our family in another way. And first newlywed we'd like to do is to acknowledge quietly are Deb and Ken with a candle.
Jack, you also were married just recently? And Dr. Dave and Lisa were also married. Now, the next bit was a little harder for the board and prize committee to determine, and that was who came the furthest. And so we came down to, well, it was either Sil and Jim or Eric and Rihanna. And since we couldn't determine, we thought we'd give Eric and Rihanna a ruler and Sil and Jim a ruler, so that they could determine for themselves who came furthest. Also, this year we'd like to acknowledge Joan and 23 years of teaching in Granite. Most of the information I'm sharing tonight is a bit redundant, and that is in large part due to a wonderful journalist we have in our midst, Jeanette, who did a wonderful, wonderful job. One more thing that we'd like to offer you a gift certificate for anything that's on the next table. Thank you very But we're going to follow now with a game that Candy brought to us several years ago. That afterwards, now the order of things is a little bit undetermined since this year. So you're on.
Let me see Brett. Bring him over here.
The board's been a very close-knit family. We probably think that we know just about everything there is to know about each other. But perhaps tonight we'll be able to make a few discoveries and find out a few unusual things about ourselves.
Have a hug.
So that's a couple of years ago. And I'm sorry if I didn't get to everybody today. I tried hard to get to everybody, but I know I didn't get to you all. But anyway, for the cards that we have here, we'll call upon people to stand up, and then I'm going to read 3 statements about them. And it's up to each of you to try and decide which one of those 3 things is actually true about the city. Which of you think, how many people think each one of these is true? And then we'll let that person tell us exactly which is true. So I thought we'd start with our illustrious president. Eric.
the directions.
Well, that was a secret.
So you gave a whole thing to the burning bush, right?
Number one, Monique. Once on a bet, I ran through the boys' locker room at school. Number two, I am the only girl on the boys' swimming team at school. Or, number three, when I was 7 years old, I beat up my babysitter and gave her a black eye for not letting me talk on the phone. What are your choices? Monique ran through the boys' locker room at school. Monique is the only girl on the boys' swimming team. How many people think that Monique actually beat up her babysitter? Monique and Liza. Oh, wait.
Was it, Mom?
All right, Laura and Mike, number one. We co-authored a book about the cleanest Multrum toilet. Number two, while traveling through Costa Rica, we were on a train that jumped the tracks out in the middle of nowhere. And number three, we once jammed with Bill Clinton on his saxophone at a club in North Carolina. Okay, here we go. How many people think that Laura and Mike co-authored a book about the cleanest Multrum toilet? How many people think that while traveling through Costa Rica, this train jumped the tracks? Okay. Now, how many people think that they actually jammed the Tell us. B. Oh, okay. Now you can feel free to tell us a little more details about your story. Okay. How about Nikki? Little Nikki, not Nicole, but Nikki. All right. Nikki, number one. I had a part in the touring show at West Side Story when it came to town. Number two. I was in a van with a bunch of neighborhood kids, and I released the brake, and the van backed down the driveway and ran over the neighbor's tree. Number three, I scored 4 goals at the hockey game this winter. Okay, those are your choices. Number one, I had a part in the touring show at West Side Story. Yay! Okay, number two, she was in the van with the kids, released the brake. Number three, she scored 4 goals at a hockey game. Do tell. B.
Like a bunch of the kids in the car and the emergency brake on and said, don't pull this back, she ran in the house and
Completing 150 hours of saga training, including air acrobatics and fancy flying techniques, I got airsick on a commercial flight home on leave. Number two, I have to admit, I once took a shortcut in a road race. Number three, I once stole my father's convertible to drive to New York City to visit some counselors from Camp Lenore.
It was his own convertible.
All right, number one, how many people think that Uncle Doug actually got airsick on a commercial flight after obtaining his pilot's license? Any takers on that? How many people think that Uncle Doug is actually taking a shortcut on it? People actually still think he stole his
It was a roadster.
Questions. Number one. My kindergarten teacher named me as the best behaved student in the class. Alright, number two. I scored a goal in my first ever soccer game. Number three. I accidentally hit a baseball through my neighbor's car windshield. Once when playing doubles tennis, I accidentally split my partner's head open with my tennis racket. Those are your choices. All right. How many people think that Uncle Sam on the morning to Windsor got Sherry's car out? She had to get towed back by the Sea Scout. This year, and I went on to compete in the all-district competition. Or I once fell off the slide at a playground and broke my ankle. Those are your choices. How many people think Olivia loves roller coasters and has actually had the nerve to ride on 4 huge roller coasters? How many people think Olivia won the spelling bee at her school and went on for the all-district?
Shakes your head back and forth, keep your back leg. The king cobra smooth. Some race with
I see is that you got a different baby in there. I'm into babies.
All three are true.
It's gonna be a nice steady scoop. Hold on to that. I gotta get a picture.
I once won a rodeo on a Palomino, and I was nicknamed Dopey Dave. While traveling in Europe, I befriended a gypsy girl, and her parents demanded that I marry her. People think that David and his brother Mark once dated twin sisters. How many people think he won a rodeo and was thereafter named Dopey Dave? How many people think he befriended a gypsy girl in Europe? Tell him the truth, please.
It was the potato race, and I beat a Brazilian. It's true.
Dopey Dave?
B. Dopey Dave.
Can I have that spray from the cooler?
Ready, here's number one. Colette, I am taking harmonica lessons. Number two, I'm going to be climbing Mount Washington this summer. Number three, the biggest fish I've ever caught in Lake Ashmere was over a foot long. Ronald will think that Colette is taking harmonica lessons. How many people think Colette is going to climb Mount Washington? And how many people think the biggest fish she ever caught in Lake Ashmere was over a foot long? Tell us the truth, Pat. Tell us about it. What was that?
Mount Washington.
You're going to climb Mount Washington? In a car?
Backpacking, buddy.
Oh, wow. Okay, how about Natalie? It's Natalie. Okay. Number one. Stand up, Natalie. All right.
Watch out, she gives good cookies. I want to hear the big ones.
All right, okay. Number one, I once stuck my finger in a light socket and knocked myself unconscious. Number two, I was stopped at the Canadian border and searched because they thought my car was stolen and I was carrying drugs. Or number three, I once had a bad case of body lice. All right, how many people think Natalie once stuck her finger in a light socket and knocked herself unconscious?
That counts for us.
How many people think she was stopped at the Canadian border and searched because they thought her car was stolen? How many people think she once had body lice? Ivory's not here. Tell us the truth, Natalie.
It was B.
Well, would you like to elaborate a little?
Well, there were 6 of us.
Wow.
2 cars. And on the way home, we were driving, and the person that owned the car was in the other car. And we lost them because my friend went right and left on a one-way going right. So we went a different way, and we got stopped, and the guy asked us, and the person that was driving, my friend Jim, and he goes, "Is this your car?" He goes, "No." Next thing I know, I'm there for an hour to 2 hours, and they're checking our bags and everything.
We're lucky you got that car.
Too bad it didn't have body.
I don't know, but I got to the point where I was so mad because they were checking everything. I just wanted to go home right now.
All right, Steve, right here.
Yeah. They're all true. I'll know this.
Nothing ever happens to Steve.
All right, Steve, number one. I avoided the Vietnam War by convincing the draft board that I was gay. Number two, Trish and I planned
were.
All of the above.
Yeah, we were swimming in the Pacific Ocean, which is not to be taken lightly, and I got caught in the tide that forms at the top of the beach. It just keeps going out with the current. And you start swimming against it, and then you panic a little bit, use up that little bit of energy you had. And I finally got in by riding waves in. And when you get to the beach, they crash. And I was caught in that boiling surf, and it's about 10 feet deep. The ocean in the Pacific coast of Mexico is really awesome, the ocean. And I just barely made it. I did about 4 or 5 of those when I get to the beach. And I remember feeling that little bit of sand, my toe hitting that sand, and thinking I can make it. Because every time you come up for air, you'd only get a half a breath before that next giant wave would hit you, and you wouldn't really get enough air. And you feel that. And I crawled up on that beach. I had a completely different feeling for life. When I came out, the Beach Boys were coming in to get me.
Tell us about how you got into the draft.
We want to hear that story.
Draft. It's a draft in New York. Next 283. Are you remember?
Next time, fella.
I'm signing up again.
All right, Josie.
Thank you.
Relative newcomer to the family. There's all kinds of secrets you don't know about.
One of the many embarrassing moments.
Number 1. I drove a New York City yellow cab on and off through college. Number 2. I once had a patient that hadn't cut their toenails for 10 years and they had thrown all the way underneath their feet. Number 3. I have a small butterfly tattoo on my left cheek. Shall we see number 3? You're so very likely. And how many people want to see that butterfly? Okay, Josie, you're on.
Number 1 is true. My father used to own 2 yellow cabs in New York City, and I drove one summer only.
That's her story. Now we want to hear the story about the tattoo.
Okay, Jeanette. All right, Jeanette. Number 1. I smoked pot when I was a teenager, but I never inhaled. Number 2. I won a beauty pageant when I was a baby, and I got a part in a baby food commercial. Number 3. I got picked up by the police for skinny dipping in a reservoir when I was 15.
Who's this?
We're talking about you. All right, how many people think Jeanette's played in a string quartet? So which one is it? Which one? Come on, tell us. How many people think Architect Jim once designed a retaining wall that collapsed in
Probably happening right now.
How many people think that Jim was part of the personal entourage of Jack Benny, Ella Fitzgerald, Mitch Miller, Joni Mitchell, and Jerry? How many people think that before his violin became a fiddle, he was in the All-State Orchestra and in a string quartet? Well, Jim, tell us.
I was backstage mopping the floor, and the door opened, to the bathroom, and I thought to myself, my God, Jack made this. I used to work at a music festival and all those folks.
What number? Now about Kyle.
You did. I went for it. I'll get it.
As you fly down the beach, suicide, so don't drop the
Hey, Meg is here. All right, here's Peg. I'm being paid to travel around the south of France in a camping car, checking on properties for rent. Number 2, I once served some homemade pâté that sent 2 guests to the hospital with a mild case of food poisoning. Number 3, truly, I shot Andy Warhol. At a fundraiser in New York City, I took his picture. Those are your choices. How many people think that Peg is being paid to travel around the south of France in a camping car checking on properties for rent?
Right at this moment.
How many people think that her homemade pâté sent a few people
Oh, yeah.
to the hospital? And how many people think that Peg was the one who shot Andy Warhol? A few takers for that one. Tell the truth there, Peg. Tell us.
Anybody want a villa? South of France.
It's a tough life. Somebody has to do it.
I'm right there.
Brett down there. Are you okay with that? I'm just
Kyle's not coming.
Well, he's afraid his mother's embarrassed.
You entered. Kyle said you entered him so you would know.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Should we make them?
No. Jeanette knows.
Let's trash them while
You can read them. I don't know. Does he have to be here?
Well, that gives you a little, you know. How about Debbie? Debbie.
What are Kyle's?
All right, Debbie, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, number 1. I was in labor for over 24 hours with Allison. Number 2. One of my patients is trying to convince me that he truly is an alien. Number 3. When I was at summer camp as a kid, I started pulling out my teeth one by one and ended up having 3 out in one day. Those are your choices. Here. All right, number 1. How many people think Debbie was in labor for over 24 hours with Allison?
John, maybe.
How many people think that one of Debbie's patients is actually trying to convince her that he is an alien?
I think he's got her convinced.
And how many people believe this story about pulling out her teeth one by one? Tell us about it, Deb.
It's true. It's number 3. I had 1 loose tooth at camp, and I pulled that, and then liked that so much I got some others and had 3 fall out in one day. Pulled the other 2 out.
Tell us how long Meg was.
An hour and a half.
That's like now that would have been
That's like an hour. Pretty much, yeah. I was like 24 hours.
John's over there.
I went through nursing.
Ann had it easy.
She got to the hospital.
How about wait, what number is Kyle?
All right, Priscilla, number 1. Oh, no. Hitchhiking to Europe. I got picked up by a guy from my old hometown in Pennsylvania. Number 2. While shopping
governor's not that good, so the trip to China was it. And yeah, luckily somebody at the booth where I was shopping saw it happening and grabbed the guy and gave me my purse back because my plane ticket and my two friends' plane tickets were also in there, and my visa and everything. So the whole rest of the trip was really awful. And I don't know what happened to that guy because China's not very nice to criminals. That was a scary experience.
What about this guy?
Attending a bachelor party that got a little out of control. I played a pro-am game of doubles tennis with John McEnroe as my partner. Number 3, on 2 different occasions, I have been sprayed by a skunk.
We need to speak to you about that.
Well, thank the Jim. The May was once arrested with a bunch of other guys attending the bachelor.
Oh, yeah.
How many people think that Jim played doubles tennis with John McEnroe? Don't keep it
Boy, you're gullible, Sam.
think that Jim was sprayed on 2 different occasions. Tell us the story.
See, be careful of a full moon because that's when the skunks move.
What kind of moon would that mean?
You didn't ask him.
I'll tell you one quick story. I was sleeping out in my backyard with my dog and a friend of mine, and all of a sudden I could hear my dog growling. And you know how a dog will growl? They don't lift up their head, but their eyes are rolled up and their cheeks are puckering. And I looked up, and here's this skunk walking right towards us. And all of a sudden, the skunk hit the kill zone. And the dog went after the skunk, and I pulled the sleeping bag over my head. It was a total mess, and the whole neighborhood was around.
Is that the first time?
That was the first time.
All right, darts.
Dollars.
Okay. Number 1. When Dot and I first met, it was love at first sight for me. But Dot wasn't interested at all because she was dating my best friend. Number 2. I played the part of Lady Macbeth in the high school play at the all-boys school I attended. And number 3. At my 50th high school reunion, I met the girl I took to the senior prom, and not only did she not recognize me, but she didn't remember that memorable night. Okay. This is sad.
All 3.
Alright, how many people think that there was love at first sight for Dot was dating his
Sure, I
best friend?
believe that. Oh, tricky Doc.
Alright, how many people think he played the part of Lady Macbeth in the high school play in his all play? And how many people think he had this terrible experience of rejection at his 50th high school reunion with the girl he took to the senior prom? No secret.
They remember.
Tell us about it, Dart.
When we arrived at the 50th reunion, we started talking with another couple who were trying to find the party. We decided to go down the hall to the place where the noise was coming from. And she didn't recognize me, and I didn't recognize her. But we were talking all the way down the hall, our Dottie and I, and she and her husband. And I heard him call her Kitty. And I thought, whoa.
and she didn't remember a bit about it. Next morning at breakfast, her husband said to me, "You know, Kitty woke me up in the middle of the night and said, I did go to the But I always think that something's funny about a veterinarian who would marry a girl named Kitty.
That's it.
All right, how about Katie?
Who's Kyle?
Is this on?
Number one, I had an emergency operation on Christmas Day 2 years ago. Number two, I once pulled the fire alarm in a fancy restaurant and it went off really loud for a long time until the fire engines arrived. Number three, I'm the only girl on the traveling soccer team in my town. Those are your choices.
Those are hard.
How many people think Katie had an emergency operation on Christmas Day 2 years ago? How many people think she pulled the fire alarm in a fancy restaurant? And how many people think she's the only girl on the traveling soccer team? Probably should be. Tell us the truth.
The fire alarm was really loud.
And she was almost in the hospital this past Christmas. She was in for like 3 days and got home Christmas Eve at 4 o'clock.
They were pretty tricky.
That's a good story.
They say pull on them.
Right. Okay, Eric. Here. All right, Eric. Number one. On a dare, I once skied buck naked down a Black Diamond slope at Crystal Mountain. Number two. I once went to a big party where I picked up girls wearing nothing but a mini skirt.
The girls are rich.
Very nice. A part-time job digging graves in a cemetery. One, two. Picture Eric skiing buck naked down a Black
Check out the buds. Full time now.
All voted, but Eric, tell us the truth.
Well, actually, I was, it's different out in Seattle.
Yeah.
Really? I was
We know.
dancing, and I went to this thing called a rave, and I got there, and it was explained to me that you gotta wear a miniskirt.
You had to wear a miniskirt?
Yeah, all the guys did. So,
Or only the ones that were like.
no, thank God. So they took me back to this wardrobe, and this like wardrobe room, and gave me a skirt, and found one that I looked good in, and checked my clothes.
Looked good in.
And went in there.
Do it again. There's an idea for next year.
Lead off the crowd.
That's how I got in the Army.
Okay, number one. One Christmas Eve, I made the Boston headlines by arresting Santa Claus. I sang a baritone solo in church last Christmas Eve.
First and last.
Number three. I was expelled from school for starting a food fight in the high school cafeteria. Okay. How many people think that on Christmas Eve he actually arrested Santa Claus?
I think Sean Santa Claus.
How many people think he sang a baritone solo in church last Christmas Eve? People think he was expelled from school for starting
Got it breakfast.
The bars closed at midnight on Christmas Eve. About 3 o'clock in the morning, I saw 2 guys
guys coming out of the back door of the bar room dressed as Santa Claus. And it made the front page of the Boston paper the next day.
So they were Roberts. Wow, that's exciting. Actually, he did get excited. He got the shirt, but he only got it up. Actually, he sang in church last Sunday. All right. Jack is here now. Let's do Jack. All right, number 1. I am part Shoshone Indian. Number 2. I have competed in 2 triathlons. Number 3. I once dated one of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. How many people think Jack is part Shoshone Indian? Yay! How many people think he's competed in 2 triathlons? How many people go for this dating the Dallas Cowboy? A lot of wishful thinking. Tell us, Jack.
Well, I've done more than 2 trials.
Oh, there. Wow. I didn't even know that.
In that Dallas, no.
Excuse me?
My great-grandmother was a
Wow.
So 2 things are true. A and B are true.
Yeah, and I just learned recently that that's on my mother's side, and on my dad's side, I think his grandmother.
The Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
He was also Indian, but I don't know.
Were you wearing a
miniskirt? What?
Were you wearing a miniskirt?
No, she wore a hoop skirt. One of those things that she wire.
No, were you wearing a miniskirt?
I have.
So then do it next year.
Hey, Amy, did he cut your hair?
Poor guy.
I know.
He's just supposed to
20 questions. Okay, Nicole. Okay, well.
Coming in right now.
Here it is. Nice try, Mom.
She was trying to get it over with. When you got back.
Number 1 for Nicole.
5 years ago.
I was the hostess at a fancy house party where I accidentally introduced Mr. Eric Hughes to the other guest as Eric Fox.
I didn't get it.
I think that's great. I think that's so great.
So often when they were young that I was actually accused of child abuse.
Mini one.
While attending a function of the Waldorf Astoria, my wraparound skirt became untied and fell off.
By accident?
Okay, how many people think Nicole, the former prostitute, was a
That's only half right.
And how many people think that her wraparound skirt actually became untied and fell off while attending a function at the Waldorf? Well, that was really only part 2, but tell us the truth.
Well, actually A and C. Not 1 and 3, they brought up.
Same night?
Tell them about C, correct C.
Yes, that
Correct,
was supposed to be
C.
a lie, because it wasn't quite true.
Well, what?
It wasn't.
The wraparound skirt.
No, it was a slip. Actually, it was not. It was a slip. And we were really in a lobby going to a big function, a big bar at the Waldorf, and all of us talking to these people, very timid. And all of a sudden I felt this slip falling. And I don't know what to do. I froze. And then I tried to go like that. And then my pocket broke. And The number one is correct answer.
Victor-
I was still learning English, I want you to
And
know.
Victor Fuchs, our good friend Victor Fuchs, says, of course I do.
And he was the fellow from Switzerland. And he didn't know what the word meant. And everybody just deadpan and didn't make a word.
Look at Julie over there. Look at Monique and Nikki look like sisters over there. Their hair, they're both so pretty. Gosh. I ate too much, but my stomach doesn't hurt.
Can't forget Bob.
All right, Larry, number one. While bivouacking in Mississippi during the war, I was roused at 4 a.m. to march to the truck, and loaded down with rifle and helmet, I marched directly into a garbage pit 4 feet deep. Number two. I was the ringleader of a panty raid our fraternity led on the Sigma Chi sorority house. Oh, yeah. Number three. As the volunteer ambulance driver in town, I helped deliver a baby, and the mother wanted to name it after me until she found out my name was Clarence.
We've been out in the field for about 30 days, and we said, you gotta go to a dentist appointment in the morning. 4 o'clock, they rousted me out of the tent. You have to take all your gear with you, that 10 pounds, pack, the whole thing, and I'm struggling down through the woods. They said, it's down by the kitchen. So I could see the kitchen fly diddling in the trees, and I'm marching along, next thing I know, there was nothing. Rifle, helmet, everything. I get out of the pit, I gotta make the truck. I get to the truck, the guys, get on the back of the truck. Well, that wasn't bad, now, waiting camp. I'm marching to the dentist's office. I get about 3 feet in the door. 2 guys, get out of here! Go back to the shower.
Hey, the only reason number 2 is wrong, it wasn't the house that you mentioned, it was the Theta house.
Sigma Chi is not a sorority.
Oh, by the way, the reason he corrected me is he was there.
Maybe there's a baby named Larry. All right, Bob, are you ready? You don't have to get out of there. All right. Number 1, Bob. During my summer job as an interim minister while attending divinity school, I performed the first unofficial gay marriage in the Berkshire. Number 2, I left a huge divot on the 5th green of the Hinsdale golf course with my motorcycle. And number 3, when I was a kid, I noticed that my brother Doug's car was on fire, and I put it out all by myself with a fire extinguisher I found in his car. How many people think that Reverend Bob, during that short period of time when he was in fact Reverend Bob, performed the first unofficial gay marriage in the Berkshires?
Let's have it.
How many of you are buying the story about this divot on the 5th green of the golf course that Biker Bob was riding alongside? How about the story about the fire in Brother Doug's car? Tell us, Bob.
Well, what I was telling you today, I was trying to remember that, if there was you remember you were trying to get that black, like a Chevy or something? You were coming out of the driveway at Mom's house, 39. And it got 30-something. 30 what? 39 Chevy. 39 Chevy. And I remember that I've been fascinated with this red fire extinguisher you had like on the steering post or something. and you got the smoke coming out. And you said, well, let's use the fire extinguisher. I don't know if it was going to fire it up. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
I know it happened.
All right, Julie.
Wait, I have some in my pocket.
When I was 10, I decided I wanted to be a nun when I grew up. Number 2. Soon after Jen and I met, my old boyfriend left a nasty note full of obscenities on the windshield of Jim's car.
That's when she decided to go to the nunnery.
On spring break, I won a shuttle contest at a bar in Daytona Beach.
I'll go.
People think that Miss Julie wanted to be a nun when she grew up.
Right.
Too many people are into the story about her old boyfriend leaving an obscene note on Jim's computer. How about this chocolate contest?
Well, we got up one morning and there was a note stuck under the windshield wiper of Jim's car in the driveway. Unfortunately, it wasn't anything too nice, and we could kind of guess who it was from.
Oh,
But I remember Jim's comment. He said, oh, the neighbors are getting roasted.
okay, how about Joan?
Don't give us any of these third grade stories.
Okay, number 1 says John. I won a Shirley Temple look-alike contest when I was a girl. Number 2, when traveling in Switzerland, I looked across the street and saw a close friend from back home. Number 3,
We've already heard that one.
one of my daughters has her nose pierced.
I'm married to Pierce. You're confused.
All right, how many people think that Joan won a Shirley Temple?
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
that. Believe that.
How about the story about traveling in Switzerland and seeing a close friend randomly across the street? How about this person that has her nose pierced? Tell us the truth, Joan.
Oh, it's gonna be big.
Switzerland.
Yeah, it's really unreal. I mean, we were checking out the cathedrals and
Do you know where classrooms
all of
are?
the city, and this horse and carriage came down the street, and I said to Sam,
The one in that
"Get the camera, we gotta
castle.
take a picture." And he was doing that, and I looked across the street, and here was this friend of ours, just walking the street, and so I panicked, I said, "Oh!" And he couldn't believe that here we were, he was from Pennsylvania. And we knew he was working in Switzerland, but we had no idea he was in Basel. And he took us to his place where he was staying, and he took us out to dinner, and we drove him, because we had a rental car, we drove him to the Black Forest. It was really fun.
Angela, on one of my horses.
Behind Eric, sliding down that slope.
Lady Godiva, anyone? All right, tell us.
Oh, the truth is the second one, the kind of boring one. But I didn't really get what the game was about. It was like supposed to come up with something that they wouldn't guess was me. But I like the Lady Godiva. What are you doing? And my trainer has a Halloween party, so the horse should be there. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Candy, you think you're a TV show? Really?
Candy.
They're all playing the.
Let's all put candy for all the great lunch.
So Dave bought it for me, and I've been thrilled to have it. Absolutely thrilled. From the first day that I got it. And when I got home, I took it to a jeweler, and he repaired the stone for me. Had it kind of recut, he recut it, and reset it, and it was absolutely lovely. And I've worn it every day since. And when I went to pick it up at the jeweler's, it was appraised.
How much?
Story.
How much?
14,000. The appraisal was 14,000.
I'm sure I heard that. I didn't hear the first part. Did you hear the first part of that? Did you hear the first part of that? Watch for it. Did he know how much it was? He just kind of bought it in second hand or something?
All right, Michelle, we may close with you if nobody else is here that has a card. Yeah, they're all left.
The last one.
All right, last one.
Yay!
Michelle! Number 1. I was arrested for shoplifting Barbie dolls at the mall when I was 11. Number 2. Once when waitressing, I lied to a Jewish customer and told him his meal was kosher so I could get a tip. Number 3. As a teenager, we had a piercing party and I pierced all my friends' ears with a sewing needle. Those are your choices. How many people think Michelle could possibly have been arrested for shoplifting Barbie dolls at the mall? Friends, you are. How about this little white lie to the Jewish customer about that kosher?
It was a white lie,
It was
too.
worth a tip. And how many people think Michelle pierced all her friends' ears at a piercing party? All right, Michelle, the truth is out.
The truth, number 1.
The Barbie party.
It was awful. You know, I had Steve and Doug and Jeanette, they all, taught me all these awful. Smoking pot and skinny dipping.
You're just stealing Barbie.
So I
That's
had
what
to
comes
steal
from having a
Barbie.
prostitute as a mother.
Who swears? No, I did do that. I had a couple of friends who were the ringleaders, and they took me to the mall and taught me how to steal. And I was so young that we were actually still playing with Barbies. If you were stealing Barbies. Can you imagine?
How old are you?
Huh? I was about 11.
You still have the doll?
I don't know. It's probably worth a lot of money. I ought to get it first.
We call it our I never knew.
Resale.
He was stealing Barbie dolls.
And he thought we knew everything there was to know.
Working. Hi, guys.
Hello. And now, one of the most important parts of baby rearing, knowing when to put the bottle in the mouth. There you go.
All right, perfect timing as usual. Wow, you have the touch. Oh, Brett, that looks so yummy.
He's been going ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba.
I know it. For 2 days now I've heard her do that. About time you got that kid a bottle.
Yeah. Well, you have to ration it.
Bye.
1, 2, 3, you worked. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I'm not like that.
Oh!
Take over.
Second drive? No, I can go. Not quite enough. 6 up, here it goes. Here's the point. It's up. It's on the line. It's on the line. Here it comes. Oh, did she hurt? Just broke her tongue. Oh, what happened? Oh. Oh. Are you hurt right now? Okay, you ready? Are we ready? Evanson.
Watch out for the photographer.
Thanks, guys. Start. Okay, we're in the middle, Colette. Mike's up. 6, 7, 7. Back up. I got it. Hit it. Thank you. Yeah. 7, 7. 7 up.
All right. Everything on you, point.
7 up. Up. Over. It's up.
Whoop,
Go again. Wow. 9. 9, 7. 9, 7. But he hit it, so we were playing each other. Got it.
Now we have time.
Anymore, did he? 9, 7. Here it